The fear that stops us. There's a young man named Daniel. He dreams of becoming a designer. He watches videos, follows artists online, and imagines what it would be like to create something beautiful. One day, he decides to try. He spends hours drawing. But when he finally shares his work, someone laughs. They say, "That looks terrible." Daniel smiles weakly. But inside, he feels small. That night, he closes his sketchbook and puts it away. Weeks pass. Then months. He stops trying. Not because he lost his dream, but because he's afraid to fail again. How many times have you done the same thing? Stopped speaking English because you made a mistake? Quit the gym after one hard day? Told yourself you're just not good enough? Let me tell you something. Failure is not your enemy. Fear is. Why we fear failure? We live in a world that celebrates success but hides failure. You see perfect photos, perfect lives, perfect results. But behind every success story, there are hundreds of quiet failures no one ever posts. We fear failure because we think it means we're not good enough. We think people will judge us, laugh at us, or stop believing in us. We want to be perfect, instantly. But perfection is an illusion. Nobody starts at the top. When you were a baby learning to walk, you fell hundreds of times. Did you quit? No. You got up again. You didn't care who was watching. Somewhere along the way, you forgot that childlike courage. But it's still inside you. What failure really means? Failure doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're trying. It means you're alive. It means you're growing. There's a story about a woman named Maya. She wanted to learn English so she could get a better job. At first, she was terrified of speaking. She was afraid her pronunciation sounded funny. But she kept going. Every time she made a mistake, she learned something new. Every time she failed, she grew stronger. Now she speaks English confidently, not perfectly, but powerfully. Failure is feedback. It's the world saying, not yet, but keep going. How successful people think about failure. Successful people aren't fearless, they just don't let fear win. Think of an athlete training for years and losing again and again before one big victory. Think of an inventor who tries hundreds of times before creating something that changes the world. They don't see failure as the end, they see it as information. They ask, what can I learn from this? What can I do better next time? How can I use this pain to grow? One of the most successful bodybuilders and actors in history said, failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. He failed more times than he could count, but he never stopped. He turned every failure into a lesson. That's what champions do. If you learn from it, failure isn't losing. It's learning. Lessons for English learners. Now, let's bring it closer to you. When you learn English, you will make mistakes. You will forget words. You will say sentences that sound strange. And that's okay. Every mistake you make brings you one step closer to fluency. The only real failure is silence. So speak. Even if your voice shakes. Write. Even if your grammar isn't perfect. Listen. Even if you don't understand everything yet. Your courage to try is more important than your fear of failing. The message. Failure is a teacher. It doesn't stop you, it shapes you. Every great story starts with a struggle. Every hero begins as a beginner. You will fail. You will fall. But each time you stand up, you're stronger than before. So don't hide from failure, welcome it. Because every failure brings you closer to who you're meant to become. And remember, you're not just learning English here. You're learning how to live with courage. You're learning how to keep going. If this story inspired you, if it reminded you that you can still chase your dreams, then hit subscribe, and keep learning English through stories that make you stronger. Final line, don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid of never trying. Freestyle American English.